CHGO Bulls Postgame in Paris. Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Don't forget to use promo code CHGO when you sign up and download that DraftKings Sportsbook app. Bulls win in Paris over the Pistons. 126-108 is the final.
Promised.
I am Matt Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck. This is my guy, Big Dave. He is at BAWL Sports. We are CHGO_Bulls. Our pal producer, Joey Spathis, rocking the controls in our Airbnb living room. Will the Goat Gottlieb is going to be joining us momentarily. RG, our videographer extraordinaire, All City, hanging out on the side couch.
He's a person.
We're going to break down this win. We're going to break down an incredible day 3 in Paris.
Yeah.
We've been in Paris for 3 days.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Wow.
It feels like 12.
It does. It kind of does. Just one? Just one long day.
One long day.
It's been like one long day. Yeah,
here's the thing, y'all. While we've been, sipping and swilling our beautiful, delicious wines here in Paris, big things happening back across the pond, back home in Chicago, because today was the official announcement of CHGO's partnership with one of my favorite beer companies in the world. Proud to say my family, early investors in this very Chicago beer company.
That is a flex.
Goose Island and CHGO are now partners. They asked some randos off the street to make a video to promote this new partnership, Dave.
Okay. Yeah, just a couple of guys they saw walking around.
Right.
And said, hey, how about, you come hang out with this cool guy named RG, and he'll shoot you, and then you randos who just, be on camera and
shoot
stuff
you
like
and
that.
kaboot you.
Kaboot it, and then said, let's rock today.
Lawrence?
That's exactly what he did.
Welcome to my world. Joseph, do we have that promo video from our friends at Goose Island that we can roll right now?
Yeah, if you guys are done quoting School of Rock, we could play that.
We're never done quoting School of Rock.
I love it, too, so it's okay.
Let's see it.
Yo.
Hey, you want to grab a beer?
Yeah, you want to watch the game?
Yeah. Usual spot?
For sure.
All right, I'm on my way.
Peace.
How about that? So thrilled to be partnered with Goose Island.
Yes.
We were hanging out at their tap room in the West Loop, just a stone's throw from our CHGO studios, our CHGO headquarters. The nicest people in the world who work there.
Yeah.
We got a little behind-the-scenes tour, working on, watching them work on crafting these delicious beers. Had some delicious 312s in that promo.
Yeah.
You said that you actually found a 312 all the way here in Paris the other day.
Yeah. There's a store. Like
What?
we walked by it a bunch of times, and every time I walk by, it's literally sitting in the display window. Like they have 312s in there. So I'm gonna go in there just to go buy a couple and say, hey, thank you very much. Give me the Goose Island. Do you like this beer? And then they'll say, we don't speak English. And I'll say, well, here's some money. I'm gonna drink these very much.
No parlez-vous français?
Yes.
Pero me gusta Goose Island. You know what the best part of that Goose tap room in the West Loop is?
What's that?
Is it one of the few places left in the world where you can get their OG Honkers Ale
Not the Honkers.
on tap?
Oh.
Shout out to my pops. I'm
The
calling you.
Honkers goat.
I'm calling you out, Larry Peck. When me and my siblings were little kids, my dad loved the Goose Island Honkers Ale.
Yeah.
And there was a fridge down in the basement that was essentially like the beer fridge of the house. And when Dad would get home from work, it would be like, okay, which one of my kids is going to go get me a Goose Island Honkers?
He's a great father.
From the downstairs fridge.
Yes.
I was on my as soon as I heard his car pulling in the driveway, I was like, gotta go get a Honkers. Gotta go get a Honkers.
Gotta show my dad I love him.
Exactly.
Honkers right here, man.
So excited to see what happens with this partnership with Goose Island.
Very much so.
Very happy to be partners with them. Yeah. Cannot wait to get back stateside and drink some more Goose with those wonderful people.
And it makes it even better that we enjoy, Goose Island very, very, very much, man. It is a great beer.
The Green Line IPA?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Come on, man. Just the basic wheat ale will get you through the day. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or even the Bulls Special can. See,
speaking of, as we transition to actually talking about the Bulls, you know what I love about the United Center?
Talk to me.
You can get a Green Line IPA at the United Center.
Bow. In your face.
Shout out to all of the hardworking men and women at the United Center, because I'm not trying to trash on Paris or Accor Arena right now. But after being at this game tonight, I have a great appreciation for how well that operation is run at the United Center. Because I'm not saying it was run poorly here, but it was not as good.
It was a little more hectic is what you mean.
Yes.
But they don't have NBA games here, things like this.
They're not used to it.
We understand, those kind of things. But I understand what you're saying, though. Yeah.
The people who make that Bulls magic happen at the Madhouse every night, they work magic. Yeah. And we need to appreciate that.
And we very much do. But we had a great time at the game, man.
We did.
Honestly.
We did. And I tell you what, and Zach LaVine was talking about it after the game. He said the energy in that building was electric.
You could feel it.
Every seat was full.
Yeah.
And shout out to some of our international friends who came to watch this game here in Paris tonight. The line out the door before they opened the stadium to the public.
Insane.
Shout out to our guy Easy here in France, who sent you a picture.
Yeah.
And it was like, the stadium had not even been opened yet. And it was a mass of humanity waiting to get in the doors.
It was absolutely
And you and I were like, let's have a drink. Let's take our time.
Yeah.
We'll get there when we get there. We'll get to the tip off. And we did. We still got there.
Yeah.
A solid 45 minutes before tip-off, and we were late, according to everyone else who got there before us.
Shout out to the Bulls Fringe podcast who showed us exactly where to go, so we can get that. Because remember, we walked up to one entrance. It was like, was this the entrance? And it was kind of crowded. And they were like, no. Down there is where we're going. We walked down there, got in real easy, real smooth, man. It was a great time, man. So I appreciate it. The hospitality. It's been great. Honestly, it's been great. That arena is absolutely beautiful. It's really cool. They had a picture of Michelle Obama up in the rafters. It was
Michelle.
What? I didn't see that.
You didn't see it, bro? It's up. It was up there, bro. It's there. Michelle Obama is up there.
Tracks in Paris.
Yes, for real.
Let me tell you.
It was dope, man.
Shout out also to our Uber driver who found us and brought us home. And shout out to Joey Quicklegs.
Yeah, Joey Quicklegs.
Who ran like hell to chase down our Uber driver outside of Accor Arena tonight to make sure that we made it back to the Airbnb.
That was me at like 65% speed.
65% speed? Yeah. Oh, it was impressive.
All right, well, you at 65.
That was me at 100% not running.
Yeah.
That was me, sir.
Oh, trust me, I knew when the guy almost left y'all behind.
We knew you weren't going to leave us. I wasn't concerned at all. I was like, Joey's got this.
I pulled both my quads watching you run down the street.
Joey 4'3".
Joey 4'5". 4'6".
That's fair.
5'4", 5'4".
It might be in the sixes.
Might be in the sixes. It was faster than us.
I'm quicker than I am fast.
Yeah, but the quick is what got you there.
Whatever. Nick's dad likes the way I play softball.
Is that all that matters?
Shout out to Mr. Moriano.
Shout out.
He's good people.
Quick shout out on the low.
Yeah, could give a shit about my 40 time.
All right.
Back
it worked for us.
Back to the game.
No, it worked for us.
People really want to hear about Joakim, I think.
Okay, well, we're going to get there.
We're going to get there.
I just wanted to get that out. We're going to talk about it.
I need to collect myself. But before we get there, shout out also to Big Dave, who totally called it when DeMar had that quad that caused him to leave a game a week or so ago. You said he's going to sit out these last 3 games stateside, and then he's going to play in the Paris game.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And tonight, he was a part of that Zach DeMar tandem.
Right.
That is what makes this Bulls team go when they are humming. It's also interesting that they started out by feeding Vooch.
Yeah.
And so it was like all 3 of the big pieces were involved tonight. Vooch early, Zach and DeMar got their things going on later in the game. But, I mean, 26 from DeMar, 30 from Zach, 16 and 15 from Vooch.
Talk slow to me.
And DeMar said after the game, quad feels fine.
Of course it does, because he had time off the heel and he had a trip over to Paris to do it with. But let's start with DeMar, because you mentioned him. I love how he came in and kind of let everybody, find themselves. Like you said, they started with Vooch, obviously, hometown, do his thing. Or I shouldn't say hometown, but closer to his hometown, doing his thing, man. And they were like, yeah, you're the international guy. We'll let you do it. And plus, you just dropped 43. So, yeah, let's keep writing those kind of things right there, right? But then DeMar, it's like, okay, it's my turn now. Second quarter, as we've seen all season, DeMar DeRozan said, I got this. And, I mean, did he have it?
In his bag.
Buckets is what he had. What did he shoot from the field out there? Because it was buckets.
9 of 18. It felt like it was 17 of 18.
It did.
Watching
him
hit
buckets.
some of that
and how many free throws? Because it was buckets that he was spitting out there.
8 of 8
Come on,
from the
man.
line.
That's what it is, man. He did it. The up and under, you saw all the old DeMar DeRozan kind of moves, man. The double pump fake and then the up and under with that. The pull up on you. The one from the baseline where he hit you with the elbow and then hit you with the turnaround. You saw the whole entire repertoire. Shout out Marv Albert. You saw everything from him tonight, man. I even liked the missed three, because I pointed that out to you when we were sitting there. He took a three and it was wide open. I didn't mind him taking it, but I liked it because it was within rhythm.
Right.
So when he took that three and he missed it, when the Pistons came back down and tried to set up their offense, no, the Bulls are ready on defense. And then what they do, they get the steal, pass it off, they get the easy bucket on the other end. I promise you, him taking that three is a part of that because it was in the rhythm of the offense, man. But it's those little kind of things, that make teams a little bit better, man. But the Bulls were definitely that team tonight.
They really were. I mean, so first half, we were on the opposite side of the court from the hoop the Bulls were shooting at.
Yeah.
And some of the from behind visions that we had of DeMar working his mid-range game. I mean, we've been watching the Bulls on TV all season. We haven't been to the UC save for one awesome CHGO Bulls takeover. Watching him work like that from that angle, when you see every step is intentional, every crossover, every turnaround, every little creation of space that DeMar has in his mid-range game to get to where he wants to be on the floor, to either get himself a clean look and or draw a foul, it's poetry in motion, man. I was sitting there watching, like, damn, DeMar is beautiful. Damn.
And I was sitting next to a guy who didn't speak English, but me and him were high-fiving throughout the game because that's just how that go. But and when DeMar would do certain things, he would, whoa, wow. And I would look at him like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you like that, right? That's nice, right? Yeah, we see that every time, all the time. And he is really that kind of good. And he promised, like you said, he wanted to put on a show. It's his first, out time out here with this team like this, man. So you want to put on a show and showcase for the fans. And you saw it all from him. That's what I like so much about it. You saw the whole aspect of his game, and he didn't cheat anybody out there. And yeah, it was just great. Honestly, it was just really, really great showing people how basketball is played at the position he is and at the age that he is. You don't have to move so fast, and that's a lot of the European game now. Like Luka's not a fast mover,
right?
Joker's not a fast mover. You know what I'm saying? DeMar isn't a fast moving kind of guy. He can still go dunk on you. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, but he's going to take his time, get you in the mid-range and work your ass out. Or he's going to get that foul and get to the foul line, man. And you saw all of those things tonight, and that was just great to see.
The other thing, so DeMar coming back from missing 3 games with the quad. Zach LaVine also coming into tonight's game with a little bit of that hand injury that's been bugging him recently.
Yeah.
There was that weird thing in their game a few days ago last week about, oh, well, like maybe it's a torn ligament or something, and everybody exploded like, oh my God, Zach has a torn ligament in his hand. Corrected it. No, it's not a torn ligament, but it is something he's been working through. You saw him with some sort of new brace or wrapping on his hand tonight.
Right.
But what was really good to see is that even with that and playing through that, he was aggressive, Zach, tonight. Or, I mean, what's the man's name?
Zachary.
Thank you very much. He was getting to the rim in ways that made the Paris crowd go, ooh.
Yeah, a lot of time. You know what? I know the attackery has reached new levels when Ryan is over here saying it. I know I've done something I have done something. And I have done something, and I'm really proud of myself right now. Man. I'm just going to take that quick moment right there. I am proud of myself. But, yeah, man, Zach LaVine was on point. And I just love it. You got to switch it up, sometimes with those two guys. Like, DeMar can't always be the guy. Zach can't always be the guy. But I like how Zach, and it's wild to call this a quiet 30. Yeah. But it felt like a quiet 30.
It really was.
From Zach LaVine, man, because, we just saw him scoring, and it was effortless.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, yeah, great pull-up from Zach. Oh, yeah, a little catch-and-shoot 3 from Zach. Oh, that's cool. Oh, he's getting to the line. Oh, that's nice. Oh, nice assist from Zach. That's cool. Oh, he's got 30? What the hell's going on? Like, it was out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it so dope for him, man. Like, you forget just how easy basketball can be for Zach LaVine when he's on point and doing his thing, man. And you saw that tonight, and I'm glad he was able to display it, in a whole another country, showing people exactly who he is like that. And making them ooh and ah, like you said, and doing those things, and high-fiving like I was with my man over here to my left and things like that. So it was great.
I think it's important to always remember that Bulls fans who have been frustrated by the way that this season has started, the slow start to the season for Zach as he's been coming back from that off-season surgery. This, you calling it an easy 30 or a quiet 30 from Zach. Yeah. And it really was. 10 of 20 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown, 8 of 9 at the free throw line. Like you said, he scored in every which way.
He did.
But at no point was it like, oh, scorched earth Zach takeover game. It was just like, I'm picking and choosing my spots, and I'm getting there. And it was a 30 that wasn't a monster game. It was just like, here's me. Yeah. Here's like Zach in Paris on a chill night, give him a team 30. That is the guy who is a 2-time reigning NBA All-Star who the Bulls signed to that contract. And it was like 1 month or so into the season, I feel like so many Bulls fans were like, who is this guy? He's dead to me.
Yeah. No, it's exactly
because he was just taking his time getting back.
Yeah.
That dude who gave you a quick, easy, soft, simple, whatever adjective, pick one, 30 points.
Yeah.
That's that guy.
Yeah, and he did it in 20 shots, which is wild. Like, because you didn't realize he took the most shots on the team. Like DeMar, you said 9 of 18, 50%. Zach, 10 of 20, 50%. And Zach, 2 of 6 from the three-point line, but the 8 of 9 from the free throw line is what we're talking about, what we've been screaming about.
Apparently, when Zach gets fouled in Europe, it's a foul.
What?
Yeah. Hey, United States of America refs, take note.
Take note, man. They're leading the charge. They get it out here. But because to give DeMar 8 free throws, and to give Zach his 9 at the same time. And honestly, every time we saw it, we like, that's a foul. And they blew it. And they blew the whistle. And we're like, oh, shit. like, oh, my God. They blew the whistle. Oh, my God. This is crazy. But, yeah, like when you give a guy like that opportunities at the line that he is deserving of, because he's getting smacked across the head, smacking him in the head. When he's getting those things he's deserving of, it's just really awesome towards his game, because that what makes it comfortable going 2 of 6 from 3. Like, you're not as upset because you're not you're dependent on it, but you're not super dependent on it because you're still getting points in other areas, like from the free throw line and things like that. Also allows him to facilitate a little more. He feels a little more comfortable doing that. 4 assists tonight, 5 rebounds, also had a steal. Like, those are things you like to see. That's the game I'd like to see from Zach, because it was a 30, but everybody else contributed. Like we said, DeMar did his thing, and Vooch, and I'm sure we'll get into later, did his thing. But it was just the fact that Zach was able to score his 30 and facilitate and contribute in other ways, like do it all.
Right.
And he likes doing those things. It was the fact he did those things that made it even better.
Well, so real quick before we take our first break here, you mentioned Vooch again. We talked about how the Bulls got him going early and getting looks for him early, which when the Bulls do that, it tends to work out well for them when they get Vooch going in a vibe early. Yeah. He also, speaking of facilitating, had 6 assists tonight.
Yes.
Led the team.
Yes.
Your starting center.
Yes.
On a night when Joakim was sitting courtside.
Talk slow.
The Bulls starting center led the team in assists.
Getting out the way.
Point center, baby. I had a great conversation with our guy Alex from Trash Talk France.
Yeah, shout out.
Last night after we wrapped the show.
They're great.
About point center Joakim.
Yeah.
Vooch took center stage tonight and was like, hey, Joakim, I see you. I respect you. Watch me dish these dimes.
And he dished. That's how he was dishing them. Just dished that hand right there.
All over.
Right there.
Yeah.
And you're right. I agree, man. it was great because they showcased him, like you said, early on. You know, they let him, carry the charge early on in this game. But it was just the fact that I talk about all the time that, they need to run that offense through him because he's the best passer when he is out there. So allow him to do those kind of things, and you'll get these kind of stat lines, the 16, the 15, and the 6. Again, it's not normal for a center unless you're the MVP of the league. Hello, Jokic. So 8 of 19 from the field. Again, 19 shots. We used to complain about he would not get double-digit shots out there. Mm-hmm. This is becoming a thing. 19 shots for Nikola Vucevic. Didn't hit 1 3. 0 of 5 from the three-point line. Didn't matter, though. You know why? Because they gave him the basketball early on, and he got started early on. So just the fact that he took those threes to keep the floor balance also helped the Bulls as well, man. So you saw the whole thing from his game tonight. 4 offensive rebounds as well.
You even saw – I was impressed with his French.
Yeah.
Pre-game.
Talk to me about it.
It was nice.
Yeah?
I didn't know he had that in his bag.
You ain't know that?
You didn't know? I believe Vooch is trilingual,
yes,
or whatever the 4 version of lingual is.
Yes.
Quadlingual?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with that. I mean, obviously, you've seen the Luka Blake Griffin. You seen that clip?
Mm-mm.
Where they speak in Spain and Blake says hola, and then
speak in Spain.
They or whatever. I'm wasting time here. He paled in comparison to Killian Hayes.
This is your chance to shine.
Yeah,
You
just shut yourself down. I was like,
no, it's not worth. The people in the comments know what I'm talking about.
okay,
there you go. Right. That's all you need to know.
All right, Joe.
They get me. They get me.
If Leonce is watching, he knows that your intentions were good.
Leonce followed me today.
Yes, he did.
He's the GOAT.
He is the one. Oh,
Joey got a Twitter follow from.
I've got a fucking
the greatest producer.
Literally right there, bro.
I got a lot of work to do. He's not the GOAT.
Of French
he's the MVP.
NBA content.
He's the MVP.
We'll take that, man. Shout out Leonce.
We got to take our first break. When we come back on the other side of this break,
double thumbs.
I do want to touch on quickly a couple of bench performances tonight. One, Derrick Jones Jr. and ya boy, Kobe White.
Hey!
And then we'll talk about some other fun things that happened today. While we're reading y'all these ads from our friends and sponsors, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button if you're watching along with us on YouTube, and make sure you are subscribed to the CHGO Sports YouTube channel so you get alerts every time we go live, whether it be here in Paris or back home in Chi-Town. Either way.
Got you covered.
Big Dave.
Like a blanket.
Ad read number 1.
Talk to me about the CHGO and the Goose Island Beer Company collaboration, baby.
Popping bottles.
Popping them. Pop, pop. There it is. You know what's popping out of them? Goose Island beer. And you're going to be happy because it is damn delicious. Chicago beer since 1988. That's before Joey was up on this earth. 1988.
11 years
doing
before.
this damn thing, man. Yes, exact numbers. But before he was here, Goose Island was providing that beer of tastiness to everybody out there. And they also got the Bull City 312 limited release cans, man. The can matches those
tall boys?
Yes, them 22-23 Bull City edition jerseys, man. They got you covered on that, man. And also, the mini ones, they got the 312 Wheat Ale, which is my personal favorite right there. The Bourbon Country Stout. The Christmas IPA.
Oh, I love that one.
The Beer Hug IPA series.
Love the neon
Green
Beer
Line.
Hug.
The Matilda Ryan Green. They got it all covered out here, man. Oh, go get you some. Goose Island's 2 local locations are open and ready to welcome who? You. So grab a beer right from their innovative tanks at the Goose Island Tap Room that is located on 1800 West Fulton. That is 1800 West Fulton. Or get you a smash burger, which if you're big and like me, you're like, damn, you're a beer, and a fresh beer the week at the original Clybourne Brew House, which is also 1800 North Clybourne. That is 1800 North Clybourne. For reservations and pickup, go to gooseisland.com/locations. That's gooseisland.com/locations. Goose Island Beer Company. Drink it because it's good.
Man, that new neon Beer Hug IPA. So Goose provided us with some beverages for our last few CHGO Bears tailgates this bear season. Shout out and thank you guys for that. And I tried one of those, and I was like, oh, this is a new Goose beer? Oh, it's a new Goose IPA? And I took a sip, and I was like, I have found my new best friend.
Yep.
No offense, Dave. You're still my second best friend.
I'll take that.
But damn, that neon beer hug.
Dude.
It's like a big bear made of beer is giving you a hug, and it's delicious. Makes you feel all warm and cuddly inside.
Big bear made of beer giving you a hug. It's super descriptive and understandable.
I feel like that's why they named it that.
It makes sense, man.
It's a very accurate description.
I mean, they when they put one up, they score. That's all I know, man. I've been drinking Goose Island for quite a long time, and they wouldn't be where they are without, you know what I'm saying, being really good at what they do.
True story.
You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be around. So, yes, Goose Island, get you some. Visit the 2 locations, man, or hit that website and love yourself. Get you some of that, man.
Speaking of being good at what you do, the NFL field has been whittled down, ladies and gentlemen.
Whittled?
Whittled down.
All right.
But that just means more exciting playoff games to bet and score big.
Okay.
On our favorite sports betting app, DraftKings Sportsbook.
DraftKings.
NFL playoff action continues, y'all. We're one step closer to Super Bowl 57. And for the NFL divisional round, check out DraftKings Sportsbook.
Yes.
An official betting partner of the NFL, also the NBA, our official betting partner at CHGO. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in free bets instantly. Plus, all new and existing customers can take a shot at even bigger payouts with those DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. Boost your NFL winnings with each leg. With each leg you add up, and you can get up to 100% boosted odds. So here's what you do: download that DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use promo code CHGO to get that amazing offer of a $5 bet for $200 in rewards. Yeah. Here's the best part.
What's the best part?
Tom Brady's out. Aaron Rodgers is out. All betting you do on NFL playoff games on DraftKings Sportsbook from here on out is just free money because you feel good about the outcome either way.
But the Cowboys still there, man.
Yeah, we'll take care of them.
Take care of that? Okay. All right.
We're going to take care of them.
Okay. All right. He said, who? What? When?
CHGO promo code at DraftKings Sportsbook. How? Can we talk about the one-man dunk contest performance that Derek Jones Jr. put on Paris tonight?
Can I say one thing really quick?
Oh, Lord.
Leonce just liked my tweet.
Leonce! Shout out to you, buddy.
Oh, he liked the tweet.
I love you, Leonce.
I hope you're okay with being our new best friends because Bastian and Alex are our new best friends.
I like how Joey loves him already. Like, just ain't talked to him, ain't said nothing to him. Couple likes, couple retweets, gets you love from Joey's fatness.
We're in an Airbnb that we have been in for, 72 hours or so now?
46.
There is a Leonce shrine in Joey's bedroom of our Airbnb.
There is.
That's not
really
not true.
Really? You thought that was true?
I'm just making sure if he's...
The fact that you had to clarify that was not
Joey,
true?
Really? You had time to make a shrine. You had time to make a shrine. Did you now? You're impressive, sir.
Back to Derek Jones Jr.
Correct.
Dude was dunking some basketballs.
Dude, the alley-oops were out of control. And the whole time, we were watching him play. I leaned over to you. I said, is this the end of Andre Drummond?
Dude.
Like, is he never going to play again?
Okay. Speaking of which, Derek Jones Jr. tonight, 17 minutes off the bench. Alex Caruso led bench minutes with 22. Kobe had 17. Dragic 14. When Billy Donovan sent in the human victory cigars at the end of this game, Malcolm Hill got a minute. Dalen got a minute. Tony Bradley
and Paris
got a minute. Marco Hours? Where are the Marco Hours? We found them. They're here across the Atlantic Ocean. That's where the Marco Hours have been hiding. Carlik Jones, Windy City Star.
Stop lying.
Got some run.
Amazing.
Andre Drummond, DNP.
Yeah.
CD.
That feels personal.
Yikes.
That feels the only player.
Drummond, what did you do to Billy?
Seriously, man. No, literally the only player, you know what I'm saying, that did not play was Andre Drummond. Carlik Jones got some tick. That is a wild business, man. I don't know what Drummond did. I don't know how it happened back, in the locker room or whatever, man. But whatever happened, Billy Donovan's not pleased, man. He is clearly making it a point to let him know, like, dude, I am not playing you. Period, point blank. This ain't about to happen for you out here. He needs to get it together because remember, this is like a 1-year deal here for him, man. And he's like 28 years old. Well, again, we thought he was 35. We thought he was 28 years old. So this is an important season for him in case he wants to leave, go to the team, get another contract and things like that. Big money contract, I'm saying.
Right.
So it's important that he get out there, man. He better fix this and quick because it ain't looking good when Carlik Jones and Tony Bradley are getting tick over you, bro. Seriously.
It's not great. It's not a
good,
great look for Drummond, but Derrick Jones Jr. gave the Paris crowd tonight some ooh and ah moments with some of those high-flying dunks.
Completely agree.
I mean, Drummond is a monster, and he can, occasionally finish a lob if Dragic puts it in the right place or whoever. But, I mean...
You said it tonight. It felt like an all-star game.
It kind of did. There were
was
moments of that
dunks.
game that felt like this is an all-star game.
DeMar right in the beginning, set the tone.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
On his way to the podium after the game, he said, "Is this a playoff game?"
I mean...
Wow. You want to talk,
I'm
grab a
just
mic?
messing with the goat. I'm messing with the goat, man.
That was the GOAT on the other side of the glass, ladies and gentlemen.
I know. And I was being a child. I know. I get
But
it.
for even like Hami Diallo threw some down too.
He did.
There's a lot of dunking going on, I feel like.
But Derrick Jones, it felt like Derrick
There
Jones
was a DJJ show for sure.
Yeah, he got the oohs and the ahs,
no
from
question.
the crowd, man. And you would like that to happen, and I'm sure, Adam Silver was happy with those kind of things. Just seeing, bringing that over to Paris and getting the oohs and ahs from the fans over here, seeing that kind of athleticism from the NBA, like, see, we got this here. Don't you want to watch this all the time?
And I noticed somebody in our live comments pointed out earlier on, Derrick Jones Jr. maybe a little extra motivated to give a good show tonight after recently proposing to his significant other and getting a yes.
More claps.
Congrats to Derrick Jones Jr.
sir.
and his fiance.
Congrats, man.
It was like, hey, let me show you something.
Yeah.
I can dunk like no other, and I'm going to
case
do
you're
it on
having
this Paris
second
stage.
thoughts.
Right.
In case you're having second thoughts.
In case that was an iffy yes, let me just remind you who I am.
Who I am.
My name is Derrick Jones Jr.
Come on.
I wear Bulls on my jersey.
Hello.
And I'm dunking in Paris.
Talk that shit. 12 points, too, off the bench, man, is a lot for Derrick Jones. We expect the 8, you know what I'm saying, maybe 9 or something like
Not
that.
12.
Not 12,
Not
honestly.
12.
Like, 12 is like, oh, dude, you should play some more. Like,
Juan-
get you in the game.
Juan
In 16
says,
minutes. In 16 minutes, 12 points, man. That's impressive. Go ahead, Joy.
Juan says, I have a feeling this Paris game marked a before and after for the Bulls season.
You think so? You
We've
think
heard-
this is
I didn't say that.
No, he said that. We got
Juan
you.
said that.
with this win, the Bulls now 21-24.
Yeah.
They are still within reach of getting back to 500 before the trade deadline, especially with that schedule that we talked about in our episode the other day. They have a very favorable schedule coming up.
Yeah.
A lot of winnable games.
Right.
But then we also know the other side of that story, which is that the Bulls have struggled against and played down to lesser competition all season long.
Yes.
Are they going to finally capitalize on a favorable schedule? Maybe some momentum from winning a cool game like this where they are on the world stage of the NBA.
Yeah.
And yes, beating up on a young, shorthanded, and not very good Pistons team, but saying, hey, maybe this is the feel-good thing that we need to band together and say, you know what? This season's halfway done. Let's not let it pass us by. Let's freaking do something about this.
And you know what? To add to that point, like, there were moments in the game. I mean, I thought they were going to win this game. But there were moments in the game when we watch it and they got it down to 9, or Detroit got it down to 9, like in the third or fourth quarter. And it was, God, you could hear like kind of, uh-oh. You know what I'm saying? Is this about to happen? What's about to go on right here? It's going down like this. Uh-oh. Is it going to happen? And then it was like, okay, well, no, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. Speaking of doing what they're supposed to do, the GOAT is grabbing the headset, doing what he's supposed to do to come drop the knowledge.
Oh, Joey even got the GOAT talk graphic in there.
Man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cut that man on, man. Let me hear
Who's
him
wearing
with
this
my
headset last? You're a lot bigger head than I do, which means you're a lot smarter than I am.
Dude.
I'm going to say it was you, and you just don't realize
Before you chime in and give us your 2 cents on this game, can I just say to you and the people out there in Bulls Nation, I am a big fan of plain white tea GOAT.
Oh, plain white tea GOAT.
It's 2 a.m. here, so GOAT's going to wear a plain white tee.
Gotta give him a little something.
You hear that, Bulls fans back home in
Gotta
Chicago?
give him a little
It's
something.
been a day.
It's 7 p.m. for you, a totally normal time to be watching a postgame show. Actually, early to be watching a postgame show.
Yes.
It's
I've
2
found
a.m.
that
right here.
As our trip in Paris goes on, you know, people talk about like adjusting to jet lag or how the jet lag is affecting them. It's just I'm tired all the time now. Wake up tired, midday tired, end of the day still tired, middle of the night
tired,
pretty tired.
Yeah, well, Celsius is getting sued, so
Yeah,
no
Celsius
tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Will.
Man,
Celsius
if you haven't been tired since your junior year of high school, you ain't living life right. That's just my 2 cents.
He's been kicking it, is what he's saying. He's been having a good time, ladies and gentlemen.
Said.
Yes.
Well said, man.
Well said, Joey.
That's hard to argue with.
Yes.
Goat, welcome to this side of the table.
Thanks.
Nice to see you.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
We got to see you at halftime for a hot second.
Yeah, it was fun.
What was the credentialed media member experience like tonight at this Bulls Pistons game?
It was really just impressive how many, obviously, like, there were a ton of fans there, but just the amount of international media there I thought was really impressive. You were, like, trying to navigate your way through. I mean, there's a bunch of people doing video stuff. There's a bunch of RGs out there. There's a bunch of, you know.
There's only one RG.
There's only one RG.
Clear.
You're right. That was my bad.
Fair point.
Just like a lot of writers, a lot of different forms of digital media people. And that's kind of what I wrote about. I was just finishing up. It's just like, it's not just that this game was in Paris. It's not just for the French people. Like Europe is it's so easy to get around Europe from, you know, whether it's the UK or Denmark, shout out to Mort, or just like all these people coming from all over Europe.
Yeah.
This game was like for everybody. And so I just thought that was really cool. And you could really feel it from a little bit closer down to the floor. That was flex. And,
so proud of him.
yeah, I just had to get that one in.
So proud.
But yeah, I mean, it was just a very cool experience to see those people experience an NBA game, a lot of them for the first time.
Yeah, was that the main difference you felt between watching it here and then watching back home? Like you kind of tell, like this was new. I shouldn't even say new, but just something they're not used to here, as opposed to we kind of take it for granted seeing it so many times back home.
The way the version of that stood out to me the most was obviously, like you guys were talking about, Derrick Jones Jr. going up and catching lobs. Everybody's going to freak out about that. Yeah. But then on the other end, Hamidou Diallo would get a tip away and a breakaway dunk, and everybody would go crazy for that too. And you don't really have that experience where fans are cheering at the top of their lungs for both teams, no matter what happens.
I thought that was a great point that you made earlier when you said that, because I was sitting next to other people, and I was like,
the first time you said that about me.
I sat next to them for 4 quarters. I have zero idea who they were rooting for.
Yeah.
They
were just rooting.
They were just there.
People
were just so happy to
were
be there.
applauding made free throws for both teams.
People were also booing the team, making noise during some of the free throws. Where I was like, it's actually you want to not make noise, for the team that you like.
Yeah.
So that part was confusing, but there was just like you said, there was a lot of great energy, great energy from everybody in the building.
And by the way, it was totally full. I mean, not one open seat, and like as much as we talk about the United Center selling out and being like, the most fans or whatever it is, like this place was absolutely packed.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was no space.
The guy, like he said, the guy next to me couldn't speak a word of English. You know what I mean? And I asked him, like, are you a Bulls fan? Bulls, and he was like, basketball.
I'm
basketball fan. And he literally was clapping for, especially when Killian Hayes, would do his thing. He was very excited and things. But he was clapping for everything, as far as basketball. I had to stop him a couple times on the trial. I was like, no, we don't clap for them. No, hold on now. Hold on.
But I think the NBA did a really good job overall of making it that, like, elevating the entertainment value of it and making sure that, like, Tony Parker and Joakim got out there. That Rip Hamilton and Ben Wallace, and they brought out, just all these people, and then Magic Johnson, and then they showed Wembanyama, and everybody went absolutely bananas for him because obviously he's going to be
on the record, that was Joey's favorite part of the evening when they
Wemby?
showed Wembanyama on the big screen.
Hell yeah, it was. That was sick.
He's not denying it.
That was sick.
It was, and
we
he's
saw him in his home country. Even if he becomes a massive international sensation, how many people will say, not I saw him play, but we were in the same building with him in France in an arena. It was cool.
Just a child fanboying after another child who wasn't even playing basketball. He was just sitting there.
But you know what I kind of thought about it as? It's like, seeing LeBron at that time, when he was in high school, so seeing him at an arena playing like that, it's that same kind of feeling, bro. Like he is that kind of guy.
Also, high school LeBron, if we journey back to 2002, 2003, was pre-Twitter and pre-NBA social media.
True. But I'm just talking about the feeling, you know what I'm saying, of seeing it, what that feels like.
It's amplified with Wembanyama to a level that, like, everyone talks about how LeBron did so well with all of that pressure on his shoulders because of a Sports Illustrated cover. And I know "just" and Sports Illustrated cover sounds like an oxymoron.
Across his back.
The headline of a magazine about sports saying "the chosen one" for a 17-year-old kid. Yeah. That's a lot of pressure, and LeBron lived up to it.
I mean,
he lived up to it and exceeded it.
He did. He did.
Had the highest expectations of any player ever, and he surpassed it.
And that's enough good things we have to say about LeBron right now. But
Still
Victor Wembanyama right now is in a point in the world of social media, especially what social media with sports, where he's got even more hype now than LeBron did 20 years ago.
And that's wild.
It's crazy amount
because of the access, like you were talking about. It's easily accessible. Like, even when I went and saw LeBron play at the United Center, when he was in high school.
Yeah.
And the one thing I really remember, outside of, him just balling out, and Aaron Brooks was there too, but the one thing I really remember was when he was finished playing, he sat at the end of the bench, away from everyone. Like literally at the end of the bench, shoes off, not bothered by anyone. Now Wembanyama is in a situation where if he does that, that's news. You know what I'm saying? That's everywhere. Yeah. Like, there are 800 photos of it, immediately on social media. Like, oh, look at him sitting over there by the end of the bench. Oh, what does this mean? Oh, that might mean something. He don't like people. Trade. Oh, no, he's not a team player kind of guy. So it's a different kind of mindset like that for him as well. That's a true point.
I will go on the record. I have one pretty serious criticism.
Okay.
Of
Wembanyama.
Okay.
I do not like the nickname Wemby. I think Yama would have been much better.
That sounds like you're trying to sell me a crotch rocket or a keyboard.
Yama. Wemby is literally...
That could be your chance to go viral on Twitter.
Does Wemby sound more like Wemby?
Change it to Yama.
You?
No, it's not about what it sounds like. I just think Wemby is like that'd be like if I was like, yo, Dave, I've got a nickname for him. I'm going to call you Davey.
Mm-hmm. But Davey
that's a lame nickname.
Davey Crockett. I know you never heard of him, but
he's the guy. I have. That's not what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Davey Jones,
whatever. Okay, I stand by what I said.
I agree with you in the sense that it's kind of a lazy nickname, but a lot of people's nicknames are lazy.
So you're saying it doesn't match a guy who's
Rich in the
over
comments
7 feet tall? It doesn't match that.
Yama sucks. Rare Joey L. Okay.
How do we put you on mute over there?
I guess we got.
I appreciate it. Still got to stay humble.
I guess we got to call him. Rare. We got to call him Joey Yama now.
Joey Yama. What's good?
We got to take another quick break here.
Stand on it.
A few more words from our friends and sponsors. While we're reading y'all some words from those friends and sponsors, do us a favor. Hit that thumbs up button if you're watching along on YouTube, and subscribe to the CHGO Sports YouTube channel. Get alerts every time we go live if you hit that subscribe button.
Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been away from Chicago for 3 going on 4 days now.
Tough.
And I miss my meat sticks.
Oh.
I miss them.
You miss them.
I miss them hard.
Got to have them.
I've got some Green Ridge Farm meat sticks in my fridge crying out to me right now. I will be home soon, Green Ridge Farm meat sticks. Green Ridge Farm, a wonderful friend of ours here at CHGO, makers of all natural deli meat, sausages, and their famous meat sticks.
Yeah.
They're perfect for tailgating, happy hours, school lunches, and with 16 grams of protein packed into every single meat stick, they make a perfect post-workout snack.
Papaya!
Might go to the local gym here in the 2nd District of Paris, lift some weights tomorrow morning, and then have myself a meat stick. Oh, wait, I can't because they're back home in Chicago. You can always find these delicious... So
that's what's going to stop you from working out? It's because you...
I mean, if I can't have my meat sticks post-workout, then I'm not working out.
Can you have them at 2 a.m.?
Yes. Yes, you can.
24-hour meat sticks.
I thought the answer to that might be yes.
When meat is in a stick, you can have meat anytime, Goat.
Is it in a stick, or is the meat
The meat is the stick.
The meat is the stick. Yes.
You can find them.
I'm glad we're clarifying these things for the people.
In the refrigerated section of Costco, Sam's Club, and your local Chicagoland grocery stores. And right now, if you decide to shop on their website, GreenridgeFarm.com, put 3 of their products in your shopping cart, add a pack of meat sticks to your order, and when you're at checkout,
what's that?
You type in CHGO in that little promo code bar.
Right there.
Those meat sticks are free.
Free!
That's right. Free meat sticks.
Free meat sticks.
Best 3 words in the English language.
Pow!
I don't know how to translate it into French, but I guarantee you it would sound equally delicious. Promo code CHGO at greenridgefarm.com for some free meat sticks.
Yeah.
Get some meat up in your life.
Oh. You see this man right here? You see this white tee right there? Looks amazing on him, right? You know what I'm saying? Doing this thing because he's the GOAT right there. But you know what also he looks amazing in?
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, it's the truth. It's just the truth. It's what I'm here for. So. But you know what also he looks amazing? Getting that gear from FOCO. That's true. All right? You already got the best coverage of your favorite teams. Hello, you're looking at it right here. So get fit in the best sports gear around, y'all. FOCO got you covered from Soldier Field all the way over to Acor Arena. They got you covered out there, baby. North side to south side, they got the hoodies, the slippers, the signs, the bobbleheads, and everything in betwixt. Get decked out like DeMar with apparel from the leader in sports merch and collectibles. That is FOCO. Looking for that perfect gift for the football fan in your life? I know you are. Yeah, you are. FOCO got you covered with them hoodies to fight that Lake Michigan breeze. You like how I did that?
That was nice.
I like
that was very nice.
I'm impressing myself right now. Check out FOCO.com or click the link in the description below. But that's after you hit that thumbs up button, though. You got to hit that first. Then click that link. For all non-presale items, though, just for y'all out there, use that promo code CHGO. You're going to get your beautiful self 10% off of them things, baby. So go and get you some FOCO because it's FOCO. Faux show. Hey, that's how I did it. I like impressing Ryan.
I can't wait to put a variety of Goose Island beers in my FOCO beer sleeve.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
He's not playing around. Should we do this right now?
FOCO has beer sleeves?
Well, let's do that.
Can we please wait? No. We must honor first the king of the game.
Oh, king of the game.
And we did not technically confer on this, so I will announce the king of the game. It is Zach LaVine.
Joey picks the king of the game
because it's about time. I should get to announce. I should get to choose I should get to choose at least once.
Okay.
At least once I should get to choose. Zach LaVine, king of the game.
Joey L's are becoming not so rare.
30 points. Go. I'm gonna mute your mic. 10 of 20 field goals, 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
Super late here, guys.
Oh, man.
All right, finish it. I don't know what else to say.
You did great.
Why you stop?
If I was going to pick...
There he is. It's the DraftKings king of the game. We love DraftKings.
That's on
Use your promo code CHGO when you sign up
to
use DraftKings. They've got the best betting, the best boosts. You can use it to bet Patrick Williams' first basket. I recommend it. You can use it for the NFL playoffs, which are upcoming. And ongoing.
There it is.
Thank you, Will. I was getting there.
No, it's just
That's on me. I did the DraftKings read and forgot to do the king of the game part. I take responsibility for that, Joe.
What they call that, Joe? What they call that?
Accountability.
Boom.
However,
I'm just messing with you. Joe don't look like that. Joey.
I'm not sad. I was just.
You do look really sad, dude.
I was just looking at the screen.
Don't do that, Joey. Don't do that, Joey. We just messing with you, man.
I'm okay. I actually liked it. I like that you said that because I like that you know that I'm.
You gotta keep him honest.
Taking my accountability, my
he takes it serious.
Promise
growth,
serious.
Man. It's all about growth, Joe.
Getting better each day.
Growth takes time. We got nothing but that.
One last shout out to DraftKings, and then we'll move on.
Sure.
Let's journey back to my DraftKings pick of the week. Did I not tell you, gentlemen?
Why did I know this was about him being right about something?
Did I not tell you, gentlemen, to take the Bulls to cover?
What was the line?
We are in an international waters, so I couldn't log into my account and see what the line was, but I guarantee you it was less than 17.5. So Bulls covered. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Look, he said, "Do I tell you?"
Flip the trend.
What does LeVar say in that situation?
Never lost.
Never lost.
Man,
Never lost.
The people on Bulls Twitter loved to see you a king and LeVar Ball a king.
My man.
Shaking king hands.
I feel like we've gone too long on the show without talking about that and.
Well, let's get to this part, and then we'll get into it. Let's get to this part then.
This,
quickly.
that, and the other thing.
Let's deal with this first.
Going to the night.
Is this cool, Joey? Can we deal with this first?
Yep.
All right, let's deal with this
Don't
first.
ask Joey.
I mean, he's running
what
the
do you
controls. He's running the things out here, man. Goon of the night. Joey packed this belt. I didn't even tell him to pack it. He just knew to pack it.
No,
I didn't. I didn't tell you to pack it. You just packed that, and I was like, yeah, Joe. And I was like, they better win because you're not going to have you pack this without the Bulls winning, sir. So congratulations on you with the foresight, Joe. You understood what was popping?
You told me to pack it, but I appreciate you giving me some money in the bank.
Hey, nothing wrong with
I
that.
needed it, after I was feeling down.
After the rare.
That's why I got your back, Joey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got
cool.
your back. I
Go
got
on.
your back. You got a hug coming. Don't you worry.
The rare L becoming less rare.
You got a hug coming, Joey.
I'm catching so much flack right now.
So Goon of the night,
It's a double-edged sword,
sir. Out in Perry, I'm gonna start with you, Matt Peck. Who is your Goon of the night, sir?
Man,
A lot of people are saying Paris traffic for Goon of the night.
dude. You know what? Yeah.
I am picking Paris traffic.
Yeah.
For my Goon of the night.
Hey, Paris traffic.
That shit went hard and
Hard in the paint.
did not
Goon squad.
relentless.
You are a goon. Not the best kind of goon, but definitely a version of a goon. Also, we are aware of the fact that there was a protest going on in Paris tonight that involved transit workers, transit employees striking. Trains were either canceled, slowed, or stopped altogether.
Yes.
We are with them. We rock with y'all.
Correct.
But it made street traffic crazy today.
A little tough.
And Paris traffic without a strike is already terrible.
Fact.
Paris traffic might be Goon of the night for me.
Okay. All right. Is do you concur with this, or you got?
I do, but I also want to give a special shout out
Okay.
to Alex Caruso for putting up the most Alex Caruso stat
Oh
line
my God.
possibly Alex Caruso,
Talk
which
to me.
is
Read it to
2
me.
points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 4 steals.
That's Alex Caruso.
That is Alex Caruso for you.
And a plus in the plus minus column?
Yeah.
Of 9.
Hey, there you go.
That's
there
how
you
I
go.
Joey, Goon of the night for you, sir.
Do I still get an opinion on this podcast?
Yes, you do. Sensitivity. Come on with it.
I'll go with Vooch.
Vooch? Okay.
Mostly for the French in the beginning.
That was goonage.
He came out so strong,
Yeah.
anchored by his French speaking, and then he started off the actual game strong as well.
That's true. That's a good point.
But I thought
like
he played really well tonight.
I like that. Well, Goon of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Joe. Goes
drum
to
roll.
Patrick Williams.
Wow.
You heard what I said.
What?
Let me
Nowhere.
explain to it. Let me explain. And it was only on one play. At the end of the quarter, when Detroit was trying to make their comeback and do their thing, you saw, I can't remember who went up for that layup. He went up for it. Thought he had it. Patrick Williams out of nowhere said, get that bull of the shit out of my face. Smack, swat, going up into the stands. And I said, damn, Pat smacked that. I was next to Matt, going wide, yes, that block right there. Patrick Williams, for that, sir, you get the first ever international Goon of the night.
Give it up for Pat.
This belongs to you, sir.
Give it up for Pat.
Also,
Man, I'm glad I called that guy.
Also,
Joey.
a typically quiet offensive night for Pat, but knocked down 2 of 3 from behind the 3-point line, 4 of 6 overall. He confidently stroked that one little mini crossover pull-up mid-range that was real nice to see.
Yep.
And that big old block for Goon of the night.
10.6 rebounds, man.
Can I just make one more push for Paris traffic?
Sure.
So, game tonight started at 9 Paris time. Adam Silver, commissioner of the NBA, was scheduled to speak at 8.
Flex.
Dwayne Casey was scheduled to speak at 7:30, and Billy Donovan at 7:45. RG and I called an Uber to get to the arena. We wanted to be there by 6:30 to give ourselves an hour beforehand in case there was a lot of traffic with the protests, in case it was difficult to find the doors, whatever it may have been. Wanted to give ourselves some buffer time so that we could get there at 6:30, give ourselves some time for the 7:30 interview.
Makes sense.
So we left at 5:45.
Yes, you did.
Despite living about 5 miles away from the arena.
Less than.
Less than 5 miles.
Less than.
We understood.
2 miles.
Some say they never understood. We understood. Some never understood.
You always understood.
But we understood how long that was going to take, despite it being less than 5 miles. So what did we do? We called an Uber at 5:45.
Yeah.
We figured 45 minutes to go 4.5 miles. That's plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Let me tell you what happened.
What happened, Will?
We got in an Uber at 5:45.
Yes, you did.
We made it about 3.5 miles in an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh,
Wow.
At, what was it, 7? We were a mile and a half away from the arena. At 7, okay, 30 minutes after we wanted to get there, we still had a mile and a half to go. And that's of 4.5 miles.
Let me ask
And we decided it would be quicker at that point to walk the remaining mile and a half.
Yes.
And not only did we make it, we made it there with 2 minutes to spare. We got there like during Dwayne Casey's interview.
Right.
It was beautiful timing, but Parish traffic, they made us work for it tonight.
They did.
Apparently,
they really made us work for it.
Love Dave also, there's a lot of difficulties tonight. Love Dave says, y'all probably don't know, but the stats and feed info to the states was screwed up with 3:10 in the second quarter. 4 different sites had 4 different scores for the game, including ESPN.
the scoreboard in the arena was incorrect. Dave and I both looked down at our phones for a second, looked back up and said, wait, how is this game tied? The Bulls were up by 10.
That's exactly what I said. I didn't know it was wrong, though.
I said that exact thing to him.
Dude,
I was like, wait a minute. Was
Did
that
they
the
just go on a
quickest
14-0
run ever?
Dude, that's what I said. I said, wait a minute, I just saw the score 30 seconds ago. I was like, Matt was like, all the score is tied. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was weird.
So
what was in the drink? What was in the water that you gave me right here?
So
I was going insane.
Accora Arena Wi-Fi is for me second place. Because I just didn't.
But see,
Wait, isn't Goon a good thing?
Yes, it is.
It depends.
It is. But he's not using it that way, and that's his prerogative.
But
he can
guys,
roll like
It
that.
is what you want it to mean.
they fixed it when the score was wrong by just turning off the scoreboard in the arena altogether.
Yes.
Well, if
So,
we can't get the score
without-
right, let's just not have a scoreboard.
Without Wi-Fi, without the score, I just had no idea what was going on.
But
I
again-
didn't have a box score.
I was a lost baby deer in the woods for a while
It
in
made me
that
so
second quarter.
uncomfortable.
I
I felt naked.
they're not used to having NBA games. You know what I'm saying? Professionally at that stadium. So I understand, and I give them
I don't
more
mean
rope
this
for
to
those
sound
kind
like
of things.
accusatory.
No,
Yeah.
you just call it
Like
what
I said,
it is.
they're not a seasoned vet.
Right. You're saying what happened.
They don't do this every night.
Manuel,
what it is.
Manuel's got a super chat. He
Hey,
says,
Manuel.
wee, I be so hypey. Let's go, baby, France style.
Now,
Manuel.
Joey,
Is it 2
Joey,
a.m. there,
you,
too,
You
dude?
make fun of Matt when he reads stuff like that. That's why you can't see Joey, but his hands are in his face because he understands what just happened. Right there. He gets it. It was like you saw it when he got halfway through and he was like, oh my God, well, I can't stop now.
I gotta keep reading this.
Gotta keep going.
I didn't
on this.
realize it rhymed until hypey.
But listen, you know what we want to hear about, Matt, and that's the story of the night when you saw and ran into that man, Joakim Noah. That's what we're here for. Give the people what the hell they want, sir.
They had
Tell
to
them
sit
about
through an
Joakim.
hour of this. You better leave them with a good story here.
Yeah.
Put it on them.
Save
It's
that
gonna be a
for
good
last.
story. Don't worry.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
I mean, I don't even feel like I'm worthy of telling the story because I am not like
You want me to help you
I'm
out?
not the main character.
Okay.
I am just a character in the whole story.
No,
but-
you are. You're
Okay,
the main
well,
character. You're the
listen.
hero.
So okay,
Please, go ahead.
I'll start the story and then
Sure.
Dave can pick it up.
I got you.
We go to the NBA house, this like pop-up NBA museum here in Paris, like a short jaunt, actually a long jaunt. We took a long walk to get there. There's a long line outside. Once again, Will works his, hey, I'm NBA media credentialed magic. And then we get to skip the line and get to the door. But then at the door, they have like a check-in list of names of people who are credentialed. And Dave and I give them our names. Surprise, surprise. We're not on the list. We're not credentialed. But so it's like, okay, there are 5 of us. Goat and RG have credentials. You, me, and Joey do not. And so Will is explaining to the people at the front door, like, yeah, well, like, we're credentialed, but they work with us. We're part of the same coverage team. Let us in. And then they're like, maybe, yes, no, I don't know. And I was sitting, leaning against a wall by the door, saying, I've seen this play out a million times. I'm going to chill here until Big Dave goes to talk to the person in charge of decision making here. and gets them to say yes to letting him into where we want to be.
Dave gave me a good life lesson on that today.
Surprise, surprise.
He did.
30 seconds later, we're through the door.
Hey, we're all just working on ourselves.
That's it. It's growth, man.
Got nothing but time.
It was just growth. I saw what was going on, and
I was asking.
Yeah.
I was asking for permission.
You were. You were working hard,
Dave was
Will.
saying, I'm not even going to ask for forgiveness.
It ain't about
We're
this.
just going in.
No,
Dave's attitude is, we belong to be in here.
Correct.
And don't you dare tell me otherwise.
Yeah, no. Let's just, and it went from person to person to person, right? It was like 3 different people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What?
I did some real soul searching after
Yeah.
that.
But by the time it got to the third person who was in charge, she was just like, yeah.
Someone in the comments says Joakim looks like he was ready to call security.
No,
You're actually quite wrong about that.
Yeah, so
couldn't be more wrong.
I'm happy to say you're quite wrong.
So listen, after we get there, and we met one of our fans of the show who have been listening for
Shout
a
out to
very
John.
long time.
Shout out to John and his wife. The nicest people in the
and the
world.
5 kids that they have, man. Shout out to all y'all. They're out there in Detroit and avid listeners of what we do here. So after we talked to them, we came back and Joakim, they announced him. Joakim Noah's playing.
Makes his entrance.
So I watched back, come up out his coat, and he's showing the shirt. He's standing on the side like he's gonna see this shirt. He's standing there, like, come on, you gonna check
Which
this
shirt,
one out.
Dave? Tell him which shirt.
He had on the one Joakim with the same
the many
reaction.
faces
The
of
many
Joakim
faces.
Noah.
Well, you're
it's
talking
all the
about
same
Matt
picture.
posted up next to the thing, right?
Yes.
Like, I'm going to show it. There's a picture. I'm
Okay, please.
Okay.
I'm putting it on the screen right
Okay.
now of Matt
So he's posted.
looking on to Joakim while he's on the court.
Right.
So everyone could see exactly what you're talking about.
So he's looking onto him. He's got his shirt. You know what I'm saying? Letting him know what he's representing.
Gazing.
Gazing into him, watching Joakim do Joakim things. And listen, Joakim
like a
Noah.
predator stalking its prey.
Yes, it was. Joakim Noah is my guy. He is competitive, and when you saw it, you were like, "This is why the Bulls they were what they were."
So they were playing a pickup game of 3-on-3.
Yeah.
Joakim Noah captaining one team and Tony Parker captaining the other.
Yes.
And it was like some scrubs and I think maybe a couple of F1 drivers who were also at the event.
Some really famous ones.
some really famous.
RG, no, I'm just saying. No, I'm giving you credit because RG had to pull the phone out and show me who exactly the hell these people are.
I didn't know who they were. All I know is that their jump shots made Joakim's jump shot look like butter.
They were horrendous at basketball.
Wow.
Which means they're really great at driving.
Correct.
That's what
Even
that
with those circumstances of trash basketball being played in a 3-on-3 in like the middle of some random box of a building, Joakim was locked in.
Yeah, he was, man.
Oh my God.
He took the loss hard. He took it.
He literally
He was
sank
zoned
to the
in on that
ground,
last
put his
point.
foot over his head.
Yeah.
And
On
put his
that
hands
last
in his
point,
face in his
he was flying around. Help defense. Like
Yup.
he was
Yes.
he was
Yup.
he was the anchor.
Yup.
He was not. No one was getting a look at the rim.
He was so
When the
competitive.
MC of the event / referee announced what the score was, when he just arbitrarily decided what the score was 20 minutes into the game, Joakim, who had the ball at the top of the key at the start of their possession, looked over at him, rolled his eyes, and shook his head like, "Yo, you're dogging me right now, man. Are you kidding me?"
It's 6-6, game to 7.
Right.
Oh.
Like, well, it felt like a regular season game.
RG,
Right.
it was Leclerc and Gasly, right? Yes.
It felt like it was like if you saw Joakim Noah play with the Bulls and Joakim Noah this live, you wouldn't know the difference. It was the same kind of intensity from Joakim Noah.
I would say that's
man.
a bit hyperbolic, but it's
no, but you know what I'm saying.
But
Like
it's
he
true.
had it. He was locked in.
He was locked in.
Focused.
The I just ran through a star in Mario energy he had after that and one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Which, by the way, shout out Joe.
Yeah.
You know I love you. That and one he had in that just trashed pickup 3-on-3 game today. I was like, oh, he still got it.
Dude, nobody took a break outside of Joe. He had to take a second because he was working so hard because he was so competitive. He needed a second. You know what I'm saying? To get it together. But anyway. So
we're getting off track.
They lose the game. You know what I'm saying? And,
That's an important part of the story.
Yeah.
Because it reminds Bulls fans that, dude, Joakim may be long retired right now. He cared about that game.
And the Bulls need somebody like they need the goon.
Which is why I love him.
Hello. So after the game is over, he's going around. And so we all start moving that way. We start moving towards Joakim Noah, and we're like, okay, well, we're going towards him
This
now.
is my favorite part, guys.
And we're going towards him. And my first thing I did is I looked behind me. I was like, where the hell is Matt? And, I see Matt on my right. I was like, okay, Matt's with me. So we're walking, and Matt's kind of moving ahead of me. you know, and we're getting closer and closer. And I just stopped. I was like, no. I was like, it's cool. I got it, Matt. Don't worry about it. I got it. And so, you know, we get to Joakim and, you know.
And I was standing there too, and I was like, why would Dave, if he knows that Matt really wants to meet Joakim, why would he go stand in front of Matt? What does he do? Like, I know there's probably some good intention here, but like, what?
And so I went and I just went up to Joakim, you know, and I spoke to him, you know, hey, what's up? You know, how you doing? All that, you know.
The way that you do?
The way that I do, yes. And just talk to him,
the people never understood the way that you do, though.
I think
that's a thing that you gotta, whenever you see Dave, you gotta come up and meet him, and you'll understood.
And, you know, just talk to him, you know, about how, you know, just quickly how I felt about him. You know what I'm saying? And what I felt about his game and everything like that. And then just quickly pivoted over to my man who was right here to the right. And I was like, yo, he is a colossal fan. And he was like, oh, word? I was like, bro, a colossal fan. I was like, look at his shirt. And like that. And I was like, look at that. And then man said, oh, yeah, but look at this one. And he pulled up the second one. And Joakim saw it. And he lifts up his shirt. Matt immediately turned into a 6-year-old in front of your face. And when he did that, I backed away. And I was like, he got it.
Who said this?
Do we want to watch the video?
Do I? Play it.
Yeah, you can play a video.
That's dope. Wait, hold on. Hold on. You're not playing, man. You're not playing. Yeah, man. I need a pic of this. Yeah, you do. Yeah, go ahead, bro. With RT.
You see it? Yes. 6-year-old is what he turned into right there. The joy on this man's face right here, meeting his hero, Joakim Noah. We were all super excited. And I was just overwhelmed excited because it was.
Look at him smiling right now.
It was just, I was like, cool. It was like, you know, I told you I like being the point guard. I'm like, okay, here's a pass. You know what I'm saying? Right there.
Your point guard / alignment.
But he was, yes, both. But he was ready. And that's why Matt was prepared. Then I talk about shooters. Shooters are ready. The man had on 2 shirts. He was ready.
He was ready, dog.
He was ready for the moment. He was ready for that pass.
He literally was. He stepped up to the moment.
He wasn't missing his shot. He's not throwing away his shot. Shout out to Hamilton. He's not throwing away his shot, dog. He wasn't going to do it.
I mean, like, for me, it wasn't about being ready with, like, oh, hey, here's my shirt, here's my other shirt. And that's how the exchange started.
Right.
And I was definitely happy that he was enjoying my double Joakim shirt and not creeped out by it. But to me, being ready for the moment was A, not breaking down into tears like a child in front of another grown man, but also actually taking that opportunity, maybe the only opportunity I'll ever get in my life, to tell one of my favorite Bulls of all time, probably tied for first favorite Bull of all time, to say to his face how much I appreciate him, not only for everything he did in a Bulls jersey on an NBA court, but everything he has done for Bulls fans all over the world, for Bulls fans in Chicago, for the people of Chicago, for the kids of Chicago. Everything that man does, I have appreciated my entire life watching him play basketball and watching him carry himself off a basketball court. And the fact that I got to say that to him today,
dude, it really felt like, and I don't know if y'all agree with it, but it really felt like Matt was like 2 feet off the ground when he was doing that. You know what I'm saying?
As tall as Joakim.
Right, bro. Like, they saw the pictures will show you like the chest poke that like he was.
My favorite part, I don't know who said this.
except for the photo where I'm like cradled into him like this, like, oh, please don't ever leave me.
And that was the other part. The other best part is after it was over, you know what I mean?
Parts.
It wasn't over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it came back and he was like, and he saw him again and he just put his arm around. He was like, yo, you hot right now. He's like, you hot right now.
So,
and they took more pictures.
I was ready for that moment to just be that moment, and then we were done. And then because Joakim was vibing with the shirt thing, then like other media people who were there were like, oh, let me snap a pic. And then all of a sudden, Joe was like, all right, he throws his arm around me again. He's like, yeah, people want the picture. You're hot, man. You're hot. And I was like, what is happening? So I threw you my coat because I didn't want to be holding my coat.
I got it.
I was like, I got it. During this impromptu photo op of like international NBA media.
This is your moment, sir.
I seriously, someone had like a flash, like a red carpet flash in my face. And I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
Joakim's arm is around me. People are taking pictures. I'm doing everything I can in my power to not just burst into tears.
Yeah, it was just all smiles. And then he gets interviewed by the guy who was there. And that was the funny part. Because the guy who was there to interview him is talking to him in French. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking straight up French to him. As him
just rolling multiple French sentences off the tongue,
bro. And he puts the mic in
staring
face,
at him
and I'm like, I don't speak French.
I believe I said no parlez-vous français.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did, man.
I just want to say there's a ton of love in the comments, as we have seen on Twitter and even on Reddit and everything. Yeah. But I mean, the chat is just, we all feel like proud parents. That's what someone said. I feel like that is a great way of summing it up. Man. There's just, I think everyone's very, very happy for your parents.
And that's what RG and I were talking about in our extremely long drive over to the arena. It was like, I think that's what makes CHGO so great.
Yes.
It's like we're doing this as a part of the community. Yes, I think that's really cool. That's not something you'd see.
And like exactly, and we had NHK 20. Sorry, he said the exact same thing. He said the same thing earlier too. But he said Matt represented all of us in that moment.
Exactly.
Like Matt had the opportunity. He spoke for how a lot of people felt.
Correct.
You know how a lot of people can relate. He's getting emotional.
Yeah.
To what they would have said if they were in that situation too.
And let me tell you something, Joey. Before we left to come out here, before I kept telling Matt we were going to Paris, I was like, we're going. But before we left, like a few days before we even left out of here, man, I looked Matt in the face and I was like, dude, if Joakim Noah is there, we're meeting him. All right?
But we were scoping it out a little bit more than that.
But even before I'm just saying before all of that, I was like, dude, no, look at me. I was like, we're meeting him. I promise you this is going to happen.
We manifested that.
Dude, it was, and that's why I knew I knew it was going to happen. That was it. It was supposed to be this way. This was supposed to happen this way for this guy right here. This guy right here. Joakim Noah, man. And he's got tons of proof. Tons of proof, Will. He can look at that forever, man. How awesome is this?
I hid the tears from Joe. I can't hide them right now. My God.
Honestly, though, it was so cool to watch from 2 feet away.
Yeah.
Because you and I know how much Matt loves Joakim.
It means a lot. It means a lot,
just
bro.
to see that happen, I mean, that was
the thing,
cool.
Bro. It's a thing, ladies and gentlemen. He's not the only one that feels this way about Joakim Noah. There are a lot of y'all out there that feel this exact way about Joakim Noah, who is showing that love and living through him in that sense, man. And God, it was just so awesome to allow him to feel that. You know what I mean? That kind of joy. This dude is passionate about the Chicago Bulls.
Thanks, buddy.
You know what I mean? He means it about the Bulls, man. So to see the player he's the most passionate about, meet him, and then not only meet him, but show him the kind of love like that, that's a dream scenario.
To express the love in a way that you know he
that you
understood.
Probably dream of. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, my favorite player
like
likes
what I'm saying
me.
is, Joakim understands that.
Exactly. So
Joakim gets it, and that's why he reposted it on Instagram.
Posted him on Instagram. Like, Matt was everywhere after that.
I was on Joakim's Instagram.
What? RG!
Yo.
RG, he in there, RG. He in there, man. I'm so happy for this man, dog.
I don't have any problem showing my vulnerable side.
Yeah.
I don't. I know this is a rare moment for our show.
Yes.
But I hope y'all out there watching Bulls Nation take that to heart. This is how much we care.
Yeah.
We are Bulls fans. We are diehard, like you are diehard. And that moment happening for me today meant the world.
Yes.
And it's something I will never forget.
Come on, baby. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And
come on.
He's been buzzing all day. It's just
Christopher and Sydney, Australia is crying right now with you, Matt.
Wow, man.
He's crying.
It means a lot, bro. It means a lot, man. It meant a lot. Joakim Noah, you are amazing, sir. Thank you for what you did.
The fact that we are here in Paris on this trip, covering this team for a company like CHGO, a company like Austin, is like the fact we can do this because there are fans who care out there as much as we care. I wouldn't have gotten this opportunity were it not for the fact that we are here in Paris to cover a Bulls game.
Come on, man.
Because that CHGO community out there is so strong and strong enough to send us across a freaking ocean to cover a Bulls game. And wow, I cannot begin to articulate my appreciation for everybody out there in CHGO family for today being what today was. I saw in all of the various mentions of being blown up today after that went public, somebody said, fast forward to 20-year-old Matt or whatever, telling yourself, yeah, this is going to happen today in this fashion, and you're in Paris working for CHGO covering this team, and you get to meet your idol, Joe, would not have believed it.
Nope.
And that is 100% true. Would not have believed it.
I believed it. I knew it. Yeah.
It's just so damn cool.
Let's go,
And
man.
I appreciate all you guys.
Come on,
for
man. Come on, man.
not making fun of how
Come
much
on.
that meant to me.
Come on, man. Because we knew. We already knew, bro. We
Yeah,
knew
that's
what
exactly
that
the point. We all
Yep.
know how that feels. We
Yep.
all understand.
We know, man.
We all get it.
It's like when Goat meets Chris Evans. He gonna do the same way.
Love Dave.
Anyway, Chris meets Chris Evans.
It's too early in the morning for that.
Go ahead, Joey.
Love Dave. There's a lot of love, a lot of outpouring of love for Matt and for the show and the channel, the community. Love Dave says I'm signing up to be a diehard tonight. After
Hey,
this.
let's go, Love Dave. Let's go, baby. Let's go,
Sign
man.
up. This right here, these tears running down my
That's
face,
diehard.
this snot coming out of my nose,
Yeah.
that is CHGO diehard.
Yeah, super stud.
That is what that is.
Chris says
at its ugliest form, that is what that is.
this is why I watch CHGO. Real people reacting like real fans.
Word.
Is that drunk emotion coming out? What time is it there? I mean, yeah, it is.
No. When he was
it is-
completely sober
It is
when we were
2:30.
there.
It is 2:35
No.
in the morning, and none of us have slept a lot. But this is real emotion.
No, he was completely sober when we
Completely.
met Joakim, and after we met him, he broke down and did the same exact thing. This is not the first time he's cried, all right? It's not, all right? He did the same thing, all right? So it ain't got nothing to do with the alcohol.
I didn't cry in front of him.
No, he didn't.
But after that impromptu photo shoot with me and Joakim
Yeah.
was done and the crowd moved on and followed Joe, I
Yeah.
turned around, hugged Dave, and collapsed like a puddle
He did.
and started
He did.
bawling.
He did. He did, man. He did, man. It meant a lot to him, man. And damn, that baby feel good. That baby just feel good. Straight up, bro. Because I was like, this is going to happen.
This is my fucking right tackle right here. Man.
Slash quarterback.
I got right. I do it all. I
There's
do it
something
all.
about
I got it.
Wildcat offense,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
also offensive
I got it,
lineman.
baby. It's going in the end zone. I promise you that. We scoring. It's going to be a score. Ain't no field goals
What
here.
a day. What a
What a
trip.
day.
What a day.
What a day.
And
What a trip.
day 4 in Paris is right around the corner, so we
Yep.
should probably wrap this up and try and get at least a few hours
Let's
of
do
sleep.
it. Let's do it.
No, I'm sleeping all day tomorrow.
Shout out and thanks again to our newest partner and sponsor, Goose Island. So excited to have y'all as a part of the
y'all.
CHGO family.
Thank
Can't
y'all.
wait to get back stateside and drink some delicious Neon Beer Hug. Oh, Neon Beer Hug.
Wheat ale.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to Game Time. Shout out to Foco. Shout out to, of course, our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook.
And shout out to Joakim Noah.
Oh my God.
Stickity.
We gotta move on from that. I can't.
Let's go.
My tear ducts are dry, y'all.
Wrap it up there, Matthew.
For our producer and our pal Joey running
Joey.
things. RG, videographer, hanging on the side couch. Will the Goat Gottlieb, Big Dave Watson. I am Matt Peck. We are CHGO _Bulls. Follow along. Hashtag CHGO in Paris. We're here for a few more days, y'all. Bulls get the win over the Pistons. And I cried like a child on YouTube. For everybody here in Paris, everybody on the CHGO family. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, Bulls Nation. See you, Red. Be good.
Peace.